So let's start. My name is Denis. I'm from Exantech. It's an R&D company in Exantech holding. And one of our fields of interest are prediction markets. So I'll talk about prediction markets, their history, and their blockchain implementation. And also I'll show you some real use cases of this technology. First of all, how many of you have ever used prediction markets? There? OK. How many of you even heard of prediction markets? That's good. OK. Anyway, I'll give you some introduction in this technology, and maybe it will be interesting. Let's go. I'd like to start with a quote from Paul Sturz. He is founder of Bitcoin Hive Mind. It's one of the first decentralized implementation of prediction markets. As he say, prediction markets integrates available human subject knowledge and make it simple and useful representation, a single number. And this is it. It's really the essential of prediction markets. More strictly speaking, prediction markets are the markets created for the purpose of trading the outcome of events. So if on general markets you trade shares, bonds, or something else, on prediction markets you trade shares which is connected with some outcome of some event. So the market indicated by prediction, the price indicated by the prediction market can show us the probability of the event. And here is some of milestone on the prediction markets history. It's all started in 19th by Robin Hanson Research inside project Xanadu. They used prediction markets to predict research outcomes on cold fusion. Years later, there was Intrade.com. You may have heard of it. It was proprietary solution, prediction markets, that was quite popular. In 2005, Google announced that it used prediction markets to forecast their business metrics inside the company, and it was quite good. And a few years ago, started some projects with decentralized prediction markets employing blockchain solutions. About effectiveness of prediction markets, there are a few remarkable examples, but on the screen you can see one of them. It was 2012 presidential election, and we can see here that users of Intrade prediction markets was able to predict election outcome actually flawless behind the Florida. So effectiveness of this market is like good, well-researched statistical models. But there are no models, there are just people which trade their money, their shares on prediction markets, and it works. So why do we need prediction markets at all? They allow us to efficiently aggregate information of beliefs in one platform, as Paul Sturz said, just in single number. Since prediction markets use money of people, they have incentives for gathering relevant information. They just don't want to lose their money, so they trade for that outcome they think will work. Also, they allow swift incorporation of new information because there's almost no delays with working on prediction markets. But the things are not that good, at least on call it classic implementations. They can have lack of trust and lack of transparency. If you use some closed proprietary platform, you cannot guarantee that it really processes all of your bets, all of your shares. They just don't show you. They can't show you them. Such implementations can be interfered by providers and can be limited by some governance regulators. This thing happened with Intrade actually. In 2013, they had to shut down because of allegations from United States CFTC. They were alleged for illegal futures trading. And it can be high participation costs, which can block many users from using this technology. So what's the solution? Well, I bet you know. It's a blockchain. Blockchain prediction markets have now central server and almost have no administration costs. Well, you maybe need to run a node of blockchain you're using, but it's not mandatory at all. Also, decentralized blockchain network often offers high level of security and anonymity. So you can you can participate in that prediction markets, which maybe you want to no one know that you're participating in that market. It's maybe some death markets, so-called, where outcomes are death of some celebrity or so. So blockchain offers you anonymity in that case. And due to blockchain nature, such prediction markets cannot be manipulated or changed. Every action is recorded in blockchain and it's recorded forever. So let's look further in specific blockchain prediction markets. First of all, it's well-known Augur. They have an ICO, they raised about 5 million, and now they have quite huge market capitalization. Gnosis PM, this is also prediction markets aimed blockchain, but also they have a full suite of prediction markets tools, so it can be used in corporate use cases. They also have an ICO, both as Augur. They started as an ICO on Ethereum, but now they all have their own blockchains. Another approach was took by Eternity. By the way, almost every implementation of prediction market blockchains is different in how they implement oracles. Oracle is the thing that represents some reality facts, some reality evidence into blockchain. So prediction markets can actually work. And Oracle implementation is different for every prediction markets blockchain. So in Augur, it's decentralized oracles where users bet on some outcome. In Gnosis, it's centralized oracle. It's more useful maybe, but it's not so secure for the network. And quite new project started its mainnet in last year. It's Amoveo. They have probably most enhanced, most advanced Oracle system in it. I will call about it in more details later. They had no ICO, no pre-mine. There's only fair distribution of tokens, of coins, via proof-of-work mining. Okay. So prediction markets are actually the part of the whole decentralized finance ecosystem. But what else do we have there behind decentralized prediction markets? It's open lending protocols. You may have heard about them, maker, compound, issuance platforms, and investing platforms, decentralized exchanges, DEXs, and open marketplaces based on 0x, Bancor, and so on, and stablecoins, hot topic these days. It's make or die, status years, and many another approaches. What about investing in this ecosystem? As we can see by DeFiPulse.com monitoring, total value locked in these days at the whole ecosystem of these projects is more than 600 millions. So it's attractive for investing. But there are many assets, so you will need to finally select them, research every of them. We thought about this problem and picked some of them which, by our opinion, are most promising by the several criteria: market capitalization, high potential, technology, market hype, and so on. There are 6 of them. It's the Augur, Amoveo, Gnosis, Numerai. It's artificial intelligence-based hedge fund, Maker, and 0x. And we combined it. We combined it in this proportion to make an integrated asset. And what we get the world's first decentralized finance index. We called it DeFiX. We already calculated it, and it will be published on DeFiX.fund website. And later it will be available via Nasdaq platform too. The fund backed by this index will be available this fall on Exantech platform. So if you're interested in investing into decentralized finance area, you can just invest in this fund, and it will follow the race of the whole ecosystem. Okay, let's go back to the prediction markets. One more quote, as the economists wrote, prediction markets are most needed these days. They replace individual predictions and consolidate beliefs of many. And I'd like to tell more about one of approaches in prediction markets. It's Amoveo blockchain. And I'd like to show you how to set up a prediction markets on Amoveo blockchain, since this is workshop at all. What Amoveo is blockchain for decentralized finance solutions. It's based on proof-of-work mining. It supports state channels, lightning payments, etc. These channels can have smart contracts. Smart contracts are run off-chain, so it's not like Ethereum. They execute it off-chain. And prediction markets is implemented just like this smart contract inside state channel with between peers, between the user itself and between the node which run this market. But oracles reporting outcome, they are first-class objects on this blockchain. So oracles are implemented securely, and their outcome cannot be manipulated or changed. The thing which I'd like to talk to, it's not directly connected with prediction markets, but it's need to know working with Amoveo. It's it is their governance model. It's governed by futarchy. Futarchy it's a governance model introduced by Robin Hanson, and the main principle behind it it's put your money where your mouth is. So every decision is backed by some amount of money, and eventually the decision that have more money in it, it wins. So Amoveo has so-called governance oracles conducting 15 regulation variables which regulates the whole blockchain work. And the latest example, it was like a week ago, last time. The community decided to change block reward, set up some prediction markets to see correlation with market price of the coin and current and decreased block reward. The markets show that correlation, and via governance oracles, block reward was a little decreased. It had no hard forks or so. It was performed just with this governance model. Okay, a little notes on user interfaces. So there are a few teams working on Amoveo, contributing to the core and making third-party products. Our team is among of them. We make some products. Amoveo wallet, for instance, it's Amoveo wallet. It's quite nice, fine looking at least. But unfortunately, it covers just basic operation, send, receive tokens, at all. And for working with channels and prediction markets, you have to use original, general, maybe experimental interfaces. So I will show them. And these interfaces will migrate to the good one too, but these days they look like the screen. Okay, so about prediction markets. To set up prediction market, first you need to set up an oracle, the entity which will eventually set you an outcome to resolve the prediction market. You set block height where this decision by the oracle will be known, because oracle is representing the relative fact. It's not for gambling. You decide what the question will be, and actually create the oracle via this UI. There are two options: binary oracle, the oracle which give you an answer in format true, false, yes or no, and scalar oracle which can give you a number. It can be used for prediction markets on the price or so. Okay, so I will show you this in slides, of course, because some operations need to be included into the block, and they will need some delay. So we have screenshots. Well, once our oracle is created, we can look for it in Node Explorer, and this is main details on that oracle. As you can see, it has type. There are three available types: bad question, true and false. True and false, okay, they are obvious, and bad question is a special type when the community decides that the question isn't clear by some reason. So actually, the question I stated here might be considered not clear because I didn't put the time on that question, but okay, for the purpose of demonstration it will be fine. Okay, then we need to create prediction market itself. We can use some cancel magic on full node, or we can use AmoveoBook.com service. They have nice interface, but to create prediction market from zero, you need to request it from them via just a request form. After the prediction market is created, we can look into it for its details. Here they are. Main details, batch period, you can see here. Batch period is used to prevent front running. So since as prediction market batches the bets, it performs it for one time per that number of blocks. And market depth chart. Let's see how we can trade shares on that market. Again, experimental interface. We need to open a channel, lightning channel, to the centralized node. Some parameters of this channel. We set how much money we can lock into this channel and create it. After it's created, we can send bets to the prediction markets actually. Or if you are using Amoveo book, they have nice interface, nice UI to make these bets, which is actually the same. So we put share price, we select if we bets on true or false for binary markets, and send our bet. So this is market depth chart when we sent some bets already, but it's before batching is performed. So we can see some bets on the true side and some bets on the false side, and they interfere with each other. And when batching is performed, as you can see, we have last height matched field. That bets are matched, and we have some gap showing us actually the market price for these prediction markets. So as we can see, the community thinks that Bitcoin price, as was stated in the question, will not I don't remember 12,000 at the August 1st, but it can change, of course. The prediction markets is live, and making bets is instant. Well, finally, we need to wait to receive our winnings, and we have some options to it. So first, we can have even our bets have settled when Oracle resolves. So effectively, when the market is closed, we can combine some our bets made in opposite directions. That's a way to recover our own money from the market. So they will batch and effectively recover our funds, so we can take it out and use it in another bet or even in another channel. So when we get our money back into the channel in which way or another, we can just close the channel with the server, and the blockchain will settle the balances, and we will have our money, which is left or increased or decreased on our account. That's one of use cases which is available with the Amoveo blockchain, but there are more decentralized finance opportunities it offers, of course. First of all, there are many P2P offer contracts. Important thing is, for instance, dominant assurance contract. It can be used for crowdfunding different projects. So it's effective for crowdfunding because investors are secured, and the author of this dominant assurance contract will also get the money once the oracle showing that he actually performed the work he promised. This work is actually done, so that money will be unlocked and he will use it. Another good option is risk hedging. So you can set up kind of stablecoins contracts, hedging your volatility risk on any Bitcoin blockchain, for instance, Bitcoin or Ethereum, or even fiat. It's also performed via setting up the oracle of some kinds and making P2P offers. And since the language used for describing contracts it is Turing complete, state channels can handle arbitrary contracts. Okay, you can find more examples and manuals on amoveo.eu and on the GitHub of Zach Hess, who is inventor and main developer of Amoveo. Also, you can join Telegram group. Here is on the screen all the links. It's fine and powerful community, which you can discuss decentralized finance and Amoveo, and keep up with development on this blockchain. Okay, guys, thank you for your time. That's it.